everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I've uploaded a video and we are already approaching the end of January in 2020, which is crazy because I still haven't gotten used to the fact that we're in 2020. It's just ridiculous. But basically I am a 2000 baby, meaning that every year it correlates and is in line with my age. When it's 2019, I was 19. When it was 2003, I was 3, and you get the gist. So 2020 is when I turned 20. So to celebrate this, turning 20, which is crazy, I wanted to do a little video to share with you guys 20 things that I wanted to achieve turning 20. My overall word for this year is commitment, meaning that, you know, I want to strengthen my ability to commit as well as open myself to new opportunities where I can learn to commit to. So you'll be able to see in the examples later on that they have a great emphasis on committing to it. I'm just filming this so I can stay accountable and on track with my goals, and at the end of the year I can come back, sit down, talking to you guys what I failed on, what I did do well, things I achieved, and just, yeah, ticking off the things that I mentioned now. I hope this video does encourage you guys and maybe motivate you guys to try out new things that I've mentioned throughout the video. So let's get started. One of the first things that I want to do turning 20 is becoming a plant mom. As you can see, I have a few plants here. Got a cactus and I've even got a succulent. I've got these beautiful bunches of flowers. Hold on a sec. I even got this random massive plant over here, as you can see. But the common thing about these things is that they are all very fake. So these are all plastic fake plants. As you can see, yeah, there's no soil in it. It's absolutely fake. And this one wasn't even a proper fake plant. This is actually a candle. So yeah, I do not have any real plants in my household. I don't exactly know why. We do have one living succulent in our house, but that's dead, so I can't really show you guys that. I've been quite interested in planting and growing plants in general, and I think it'll be a very good opportunity to actually learn to commit to something and helping something grow. It'd be really interesting to see how long I'd be able to sustain its life. Second of all is to save up money. I think it runs in the genes, but I am a spender more than a saver. I want to be able to have more self-control and learn how to save money instead of spending it straight away when I get my paycheck. Develop healthy habits that will help me save money and use my money wisely and more intentionally. I feel like I spend a lot of money on very useless things, like things I most likely do not need or wear, mainly clothes. Realistically, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I want to try saving up to 10k. I think it will be possible, so we'll see how that goes. Third is I want to make more YouTube videos. I want to try aiming to make, going with the whole 20 theme, maybe a minimum of 20 videos. Yeah, it seems like you guys really did enjoy sit down videos like the boyfriend challenges or best friend challenges. I would like to do more sit down videos as well as continuing to do vlogs. Just, I'm such a sentimental person, and looking back at it, it just brings me so much happiness. It's so fun, you know, and I definitely want to be more creative with the videos. Next, I want to try reading at least 10 Christian books. I can't commit when it comes to reading. For some reason, I just can't commit. In the past 3 years, I have collected this many Christian books, but out of, how many is this? Out of these 10, I only completed reading maybe none. I'll be reading a book, I'm like a third way through it, find a book in Chrome that I really like, go buy that, start reading that, get rid of the old one, and the whole cycle repeats. So I think I need to develop much more self-control with that as well. Buying books that I will read and committing to the book and finishing it to the end. So yes, hopefully I can finish through these and then additionally read another 10. The next one is alongside the whole theme of having new things, I would like to try having a pet fish. This is so random, but I did have pet fish when I was younger. So we used to live in a small unit around 5 minutes away from a fish store in our local area, and every time we went out to buy groceries, we would always bring back like a few fish because we always had a tank. But funny enough, they would die on the day day they come home. So we woke up to dead fish in our tank. So you guys vote and let me know. Do you reckon I should get a classic good old goldfish, or do you reckon I should get a fighting better fish? I don't know, you guys decide and we'll see what happens. Next, I want to try boxing. I am definitely not a sport person. The only sport I guess that I played was netball, but that was like when I was in year 6 or 7. That was ages ago. But I do really want to try boxing. I feel like when I see people doing boxing, it's just so cool. Like, you know, they're going bam bam with their arms. It's just so cool. And I would love to try it. So next, I want to try reading the entire Bible. Now this is a crazy confession to say, especially on camera publicly, but basically in my lifetime of being a Christian, I never got to fully read the Bible from top to bottom. The Bible has so many different things you can learn. There's so many different places you can learn from. And even if you read the same things over and over again, you always learn something new and you always have a different perspective. So I challenge you, fellow Christians, if you have not done so yourself, to try making 2020 maybe a year where you can fully read the Bible top to bottom as well. Next is getting fitter. Now this is such a generic goal, but I would love to get fitter. From when I finished HSC, which was 2 years ago in 2018, I've gained a whopping 10 kilos. And I think the reason as to why I've gained so much weight is probably A, I just haven't been eating as well as I did in school, and B, the lack of exercise I do. Because 10 kilos, that's like a lot. That's like 2 bags of rice or something. So yes, hopefully I would be able to achieve that. The numbers are more so just visible and more a numerical results and achievement, but I'm focusing more so on my health and the things that I eat and the way I exercise as well. To reinforce that, I would want to go minimum to the gym 3 times a week. I watched Peace's video on her New Year's resolutions. If you haven't checked her channel out, it's The Dominant Peace on YouTube. But basically, she mentioned that she wants to become a gym shark. But I don't think I'm at that level yet. I think I'm still a very, very amateur noob. A little gym fish would be enough for me because I know I can't go that intense as of now. Again, with the whole saving money. I'm paying weekly for this gym membership, so I want to make the most out of it when I can. Next goal is to learn to drive. Now, I have had my L's for almost 3 years now, and in those 3 years, I still haven't learned how to drive. What really shocked me is on an L's license, there's an expiry date, as most of you may know. If it passes the expiry date, then you have to go and renew your driver's license for your L's. But basically, my expiry date is in 1 year, and it just shocked me so hard. I was like, oh, I remember in high school thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get my L's and learn how to drive by year 11, but I'm 20 now and I still can't drive. So hopefully I can get my P's sometime in this year. I have a whole ass year to get it, so hopefully I'll be able to do so. Next is more of a habit that I want to achieve. I want to routinely wake up at 7, which means I would have to sleep around 10 to 11. I think I mentioned in one of my previous vlogs that I am a very early sleeper. When I, again, was in high school, my sleeping routine was on point. But now I have been sleeping 1, 2 a.m, waking up 9 a.m. in the morning because I haven't been consistent with my sleeping. It really does change how my day looks or how my schedule looks. So I think having a more committed sleeping pattern and sleeping schedule will definitely benefit you. Sleep is important, guys. Despite me not sleeping too well, I am such a sleep advocate. Next is more of like a fun one. I would love to improve on my music skills. So I do play the piano and the drums. So I hope I can spend a lot of time just really improving on those 2 skills. I love jazz and I would love to learn how to play jazz on the piano as well as the drums. I think that would just be so good. So alongside that, and this one's kind of weird. This one's more of a want than a need, but I think I would love to invest in a new keyboard. You know, if I have a keyboard at my room, in my own space with my own headphones that I can play and where I can access it whenever I want, I think that would definitely help me. Learning new music software, having those cool keyboard pads, and yeah, just recording songs and stuff, that would be really cool as well. Next is I would love to travel somewhere new. In my entire life, I've been so blessed and lucky enough to travel to Korea, to Bali, to Philippines. But yeah, I would love to travel somewhere new, whether that's out of state or still within Australia. I think traveling would be so cool with friends or anyone else. Next is to journal more often. I think journaling did help organize my thoughts, and looking back at it, I think it was just so cool to see how I've just matured in general. And I'm such a sentimental person, so seeing these things is so interesting, and I love to like later on in the track show this to my children or to like anyone else. I think it'd be such a cool journey. Next, we're gonna go a bit deeper. I would love to have more intentional relationships. I want to try limiting myself being on my phone. When I meet people, like I want to really enjoy and really embrace that person-to-person interaction, be able to really use the time to get to know other people, and also like learning and understanding the love languages of my friends and trying to do things that would show my love towards them. Yeah, so just being more intentional and fruitful with my relationships would be great. Next is investing in family time. Now this one's a big one because I feel like ever since I moved into uni and ever since I've gotten work, I'd come home late and they'd be asleep because they go to work early in the morning, and then when they wake up I'd be asleep. But yeah, I would love to spend this year a lot with my family, maybe even go to like a family vacation that I could potentially plan out throughout this year, which would be really, really fun. So next is I would love to pray for someone every single day. Now this I feel like helps me to commit to people, but also commit to prayer. I think prayer is such a powerful thing, and I think a lot of Christians these days have a tendency to pray for themselves, which is not a problem, but I also think God has commanded us to love your neighbors. We can also express that love through prayer. I would always pray about my own sins, about my own troubles. I think this year I want to be more focused on other people as well. So hopefully that challenges you guys as well. Like pray for someone, one different person every day. I think that will be so powerful, and it shows that you love them as well, and you and God know that. And I think it's such a beautiful thing to be able to pray for someone. Alongside the whole loving theme, I would love to tell people about Jesus in my everyday conversation. So I want to integrate Jesus into my everyday conversation rather than finding the perfect opportunity to do so. Just really be free about it and talk to people about Jesus like I'm talking to people about the news or something. Because Jesus is life, and if I can talk about my life so easily, then I'm sure I can do that about Jesus as well, because Jesus is my life. So yeah, and whether that's through YouTube or through meeting people, I would love to just talk about Jesus and how he's affecting my life. Just subtle evangelism, you know. And lucky last, I would love to learn to have healthy boundaries. So out of the many books that I haven't read fully, this is one of them, and this is a book called Boundaries, and it's a Christian book about when to say yes, how to say no, to take control of your life. Now it sounds kind of brutal, the fact that they're emphasizing on how to say no. In the book, while it's the first 2 chapters I've read, it talks about how saying no and making boundaries is also a very healthy thing. My responsibilities are soon taking control of my own life. I wasn't able to control what I was holding, and eventually it was too much for me, and I would break down and everything was just on top of me. And I think instead of your responsibilities taking control of you, you need to learn how to take control of your responsibilities by making those boundaries so you can limit the things that you do. So yes, with that said, that comes to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope my 20 things somehow motivated you guys, or just maybe gave you an insight as to the things that I want to do in my life. I will try to make more creative content for you guys in the future. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. We have hit 182 subscribers. Woohoo! Which is awesome. So yeah, hopefully our small little YouTube family can grow. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.